You guys want to learn how to B-twist, and I know how to B-twist pretty well, I'd say. So I'm going to teach you guys how to do that in this video. I'm going to be splitting this into two parts. The first part is going to be learning and landing your B-twist, and then the second part is going to be using and variating your B-twist. B-twist was one of the first tricks that I learned personally, but there's quite a few tricks that I recommend that you guys learn first. I do believe that B-twist can be your first twisting trick, your first trick learning how to twist, and it can teach you how to do full and also cork in the future. It has very similar access to cork, so it helps a lot, and also to just help you get the strength in your obliques and your core to be able to get a twist around if you want to learn how to do full. Of course, the B-kick. So this is basically a B-twist without the twist. And the reason that this is so vital is because this will teach you how to do the setup, and I'm going to teach you guys that right now. Okay, so I'm starting in a fighting stance with my right foot forward. This will be your left foot if you twist the other way. And then you're going to pivot a full 180 to face the other direction. And at the same time, you're going to want to bring your chest down to your front leg. And that front leg is going to be bearing most of your weight. Then you're going to want to transition your chest and your shoulders down towards the other leg. You'll see here, my weight goes from one leg to the other leg. And that allows the back leg, which originally had our weight, to be a lot lighter on our feet. This will be our momentum. This is called the U-dip, and it's very, very important in the B-twist to be able to get your height and your power. So for the beginning, I recommend that you guys dial this step really well. You guys really want to get really good at this step. You'll notice that I'm not even doing a B-kick. I'm literally just doing the step, and you can notice I'm already getting power out of it. Okay, as you guys can just see, I accidentally just did a B-kick. So that's why it's really important to get this step good, because the only difference between doing this step, so you go fighting stance, pivot, weight to the front foot, and then right as soon as your chest is over that front knee, then I'm gonna start bringing it up, and along with that, my left foot is just gonna kick up. It does it naturally, so for the B-kick, you don't really have to focus on too much, but once you transition to the B-twist, you're gonna really wanna focus on getting that kicking leg strong, because that's where a lot of your height comes from, and you can also twist a lot using that. So now let's transition this setup into an actual B-kick. So the main difference is now we're gonna just jump off of our left leg, or your right if you twist the other way. And since this leg's already in the air, you're gonna wanna jump and just do a 180 to start with. So don't try to think about it too much. You're not trying to do a flip here. So try not to do a flip here, because if you do a flip, it's going to be an aerial and it's not a B-kick. It's a lot harder to twist an aerial than it is to twist a B-kick, and it's a completely different trick. So as you can notice here, here's an aerial compared to a B-kick. Okay, but now what you're going to want to do, so you're going to do the setup, do the jump. Don't worry about doing the B-kick, but your back foot is going to be coming up, and that's going to be the foot that you land on. The foot that kicks back and gets you your height is the foot that you land on here. And naturally, your body will actually do a B-kick. Although it may not be the prettiest, you'll do a B-kick. So as you guys notice, what I'm doing now in comparison to an actual B-kick is, in an actual B-kick, you look forward and you push your hips out. But right now I'm just teaching you the safest way to learn a regular B-kick. And this will kind of let your body get used to it. And I recommend doing this a lot. Like genuinely, learn this a lot, get it dialed in, because this is your key to getting a good B-twist, is you want to be able to do a B-kick with a lot of height. Pushing those hips through, looking forward, it's all very important, but at the end of the day, you really want to make sure that your setup is prime and dialed, because your setup can be very confusing at the start. Once you get it, it's like muscle memory. It's really easy, but for a lot of people, you can't rush learning a B-twist if you can't even do the setup for it, or else you'll just end up flopping all your B-twist attempts. Okay, and then there's a lot of tricks that use this spin step setup. So if you want to get into tricking as a full-time thing, I definitely recommend getting this step really dialed in. As you can see here, you can do aerial semi, aerial crash moon, a ton of B-twist variations, etc. But I definitely recommend going and learning B-twist, because although it may be harder than these other setups, it's a lot easier to comprehend. And when you're first getting into tricking, you really want to get your brain around the idea of moving through the air, getting body awareness. Go back to these easier tricks that are only easier in practice once you actually have the foundation, because these tricks are actually very hard and very confusing for your brain to understand if you don't have any base to work on. Okay, so let's move on to the B-twist. And now, again, I'm gonna stress this, very, very important to get that setup really good. You really wanna get a lot of power out of this. You wanna get really good at this setup. And because this is where a lot of your power comes from. This is where you get your height. This is the reason that I can double B twist. If you'll notice, when I double B twist, my legs aren't perfectly together. I don't have the best twisting tech, but because of my setup and my technique, I'm able to get a lot of height and get it around without messing it up. Okay, so let's get into sending your first B twist. So you're gonna wanna do the normal setup, okay? Fighting stance, pivot, weight, change. But when you're right here, instead of looking down and coming around and looking that way, what you're gonna wanna do, you're gonna do that whole thing, and instead of looking down, kicking the back leg and looking that way, you're gonna wanna bring this right arm in, okay? And let's start with doing this vertically, so you don't have to full send the B twist first. This is known as as a hack twist. I don't recommend doing this too much because it can mess with your muscle memory. It's not really that good to actually learn the B twist, but it's good if you're afraid of doing the B twist and you just need a little confidence. So let's do one of those. Just like that. You can notice that I'm completely standing the entire time. My body doesn't go sideways, so it's a lot less scary. But when you do that, you're gonna notice you're probably not even gonna land that, because your body it gets very confused when twisting like that, especially if you're not used to it. So that's why it's a good foundation, but you really shouldn't do it too much because you don't want your B twist to end up looking like this, as a lot of people's are. It will really kill your power in the long term. Okay, so we're gonna go through, boom, transition the weight, and you're gonna pull it, okay? So I'm spotting the ground here. Make sure you bring your chest up with your front leg. So you'll notice, if I do a B kick here, notice how I kind of keep my chest low the entire time. But when I do the B twist, you'll notice I pick it right up right before, and I'm gonna turn and look. You'll see right here. Okay. So from there, you can see the overall idea of it. And if you guys haven't access to a garden trampoline at home, I definitely recommend you guys go on the garden trampoline. And it's hard to B twist on a garden trampoline, but if you guys can learn punch front half on the trampoline, I don't have a trampoline to show you guys, but I can try to do one on ground here. If you can learn that on trampoline, it's very useful because you'll be able to get the spot and it'll help you with learning to land it. And the twisting motion is definitely very different, but it helps getting your body around and just building that aerial awareness. So if you have a trampoline, highly recommend it. On screen now is when I was first learning my B twist, and I can show you guys a couple things wrong with this B twist right here and why I don't land this and what I could improve on if your B twist looks like this, okay? Okay, so you'll notice in this clip what I'm doing wrong is I'm keeping my head tucked in, and I'm also not bringing my chest up with my set. I'm bringing it up during the twist. And that can also make it more confusing when going for the B twist, because then you have two axes of rotation acting on you at the same time, and it'll just make it a little bit more complicated than it needs to be. So instead of doing this like that, which is what I was doing originally, what you should do is you should go over here, pick that head up, and try to look where you're gonna land. So I'm already getting my head around and my shoulders around, and my body will just follow suit and be able to copy that a lot easier than me trying to force my whole body to move all at once. You can move your shoulders and your head to the position that it needs to be, and you'll get a lot more height, and you'll also be able to just get around a lot easier. Okay, so I've told you guys a few secrets now for B twist, but the biggest secret of all is to just keep trying. You really just gotta keep trying, because although I can tell you guys all the information that you need to know to land this trick for the first time, you're not really gonna get it until you actually do it. It's gonna seem impossible when you first start trying, and that's why I highly recommend you guys get really good at B kick, you guys get really good at the setup, and you have to try it a lot. You genuinely have to try it a lot. Once you get it, it's muscle memory. You can just do it. But it's hard to get to that point if you don't have the will to power through and try it. I'd say most people with an able body can get to B twist pretty fast. But I also recommend just be careful, listen to your body, make sure you're not pushing yourself harder than your body's ready to take. And if you are learning tricking to get down in shape and in size, I highly recommend learning B-kick, learning aerial, learning a different family of tricks so your body can get ready to learn B-twist and take the falls without actually getting hurt. Because if your body's not ready to take the falls, then you can't learn anything, because you're not gonna be able to land everything first try. So you wanna get your body ready to be able to take those falls, because they're gonna happen, okay? And I want you to not give up, because you really gotta keep trying for B-twist. It's a really hard trick. I probably tried it for about like 2 to 3 months before I even landed my first one. So it's not easy, but I recommend that you guys just keep trying. But now we're gonna go to the second part of the video. We're gonna be talking about how you can use your B-twist as a power setup for other tricks. So here's a few of those power tricks right now. And not only can B-twist be used in combos just like that, but B-twist can be its own power trick for you guys. You can do a lot of B-twist variations, which are my favorite thing to do. And I'm working towards getting double B-twist hyper and eventually triple B-twist. As you guys can see, Tiki Wu doing that right now. He's so good. And great technique to study if you guys want to get good at your B-twist, because you'll notice how much he lifts his chest and now he's able to rip his twist all at once. He's not partially going and tightening as he goes. He is ripping it right off the bat, and it whips him around, gets you a lot of twist. Okay, so how do you get power in your B-twist? How do you variate it? And how do you not kill your momentum by doing it? I love B-twist. I use it in a lot of combos. Here's some combos here. You guys have seen my sampler probably, so you guys probably seen these combos. I do a lot of B-twist. My favorite trick easily, because of how good it is to recover from. Because if I fall a trick, if I mess up a trick and I touch out of it, I'm already in the perfect position to B-twist. So if you don't already have B-twist, this is definitely a trick that can really up your combo game. So the first concept that you guys need to grasp when varying your B-twist or doing power tricks out of it or into it, whatever you're doing, is mastering your inversion level. Because you'll notice on the B-twist that I just did in the recovery combo, it was very vertical. And the reason is because I'm starting from a low position and I want to get back up on my feet so I can continue the combo. I'm not going to do a super low, fast, inverted type of B-twist. I'm going to do an upright B-twist so I can get back to my feet, decide where I'm going to go from there, right? And once you master the ability to get this inversion level, it can be really great for recovery, because you can use like a vertical B-twist when you're almost out of stamina, you're in the middle of a combo, you just need to land something, right? But when you want to land a trick out of B-twist, such as B-twist swing through double cork, like right here, I think that this is a great study trick to learn if you want to get a lot of power in your B-twist. You can also see people do B-twist swing triple cork. Highly recommend just studying people for this. But you'll notice the differences in between these two B-twists. So you'll notice for the B-twist swing double cork, and I want to land pretty low. That way I can get a lot of jump, because if I land upright, I won't have enough jump and I won't be able to get enough height to actually land a double cork. Okay, so let's go through the normal step again, okay? So it's boom, boom, pick up my chest, look, and grab the twist, right? But if I want to do a power trick, combo, or whatever out of my B-twist, and I want to continue my momentum, I want to build momentum using it, not take away momentum, you don't want to do a high and floaty B-twist. You want to save high and floaty B-twist, a setup like that, for variations, your recovery B-twist, any B-twist like that. You'll notice in my B-twist shuriken cutter here, you'll notice I'm a lot more vertical to the air. I'm more straight up and down than my B-twist for B-twist swing double cork. Okay guys, so on screen right now are 4 different examples of different B-twist tricks, okay? We have B-twist shuriken cutter. We have double B-twist, B-twist swing double cork, and B-twist pop full. And you'll notice that the way I go into the B-twist is I go into the B-twist two separate ways. For the double B-twist and the shuriken cutter, you'll notice that I'm really bringing my chest up, trying to get a lot of height and really rip the twist at a good position. But if you'll notice for the B-twist pop full and the B-twist swing double cork, you'll notice that I'm really keeping my chest low and picking up at the last second. That way I can get a lot of momentum out of my B-twist instead of in my B-twist. Okay, so I think that learning your inversion level of your B-twist is super, super important. I think it's actually one of the most important things if you want to master your B-twist, get really good at it. Finding that inversion level, finding what inversion level works better for certain tricks. And this is how you use B-twist as a power setup. It's the way people do triple cork out of it, is that they're able to do it really fast, land in a good chest position, foot down, and be able to jump super high out of it because they're carrying their momentum through. And the way people do triple B-twist is different. It's a lot different. You'll notice that they go up, they float it a lot more, and they're a lot more focused on the individual B-twist, when if you're using it as a power setup, it's all about getting it out of the way as fast as possible. Tiki Woo's triple B-twist, you'll notice that he's really trying to get as much height as he can because he wants that B-twist to last as long as possible so he can do the triple B-twist. And that goes the same for the variations, just like the shuriken cutter I just showed you. But if you want to do a trick out of a B-twist, it's really important to get it out of the way fast and keep your momentum. And if you float it too much, you're gonna have to absorb too much of the jump and you won't be able to get power out of it. So I hope that the first part of this video helped you guys learn B-twist, and I hope that the second part of this video helped you guys use your B-twist in combos. Go crazy. I love to see it. And just a reminder, any trick that lands in hyper, you can do B-twist out of. So you can literally, there's infinite possibilities. So thank you guys for watching. This is my first tutorial. It's really the only trick that I'm comfortable making a tutorial for because I truly feel like I have mastery over the B-twist. I don't want to teach a trick where I don't have mastery over it and I feel like I'm just spouting nonsense just to make a video. I feel like I actually have knowledge to give to you guys and teach you guys. So if you guys have been having problems with your B-twist and this video helped you, I would really appreciate it. Reach out to me on Instagram @ScarHodges. I would love to see you guys' progression. And if you guys still can't get the B-twist after watching this video, send me your clips on Instagram, like I just said, and I'm gonna help you guys. I'll help you guys land your first B-twist. And hell, if you guys wanna land your first double B-twist, message me about that too, so I can teach you guys that.